Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. Sora and Angel back at it again. Sora,
Angel,
how you doing?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
Pretty good. With that being said, we'll just roll the intro.
Roll it.
It's Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
Wow, chicken, wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
All right, Sora, how is going to the gym this week?
It's about as even as you are this week.
Ah, yes!
You throw me under the bus, I'm throwing you right there. I'm dragging you with me under the bus.
So 0 for 3?
Or we could say we're 3 for 3 and being consistent. 3 for
There we
3
go.
missing it, rather than like 0 for 3 for going. It's all about perspective.
Have you heard of the Zila Challenge, by the way?
Mm-mm.
You know David Dobrik, right?
Yeah.
His friend made the Zila company, protein company. He gave out this workout routine, right? And it was supposed to start yesterday, the first. Like I got the guide and I'm basically doing the challenge. So 3 months to see who has the best transformation for the summertime and on summertime. And I bought the guide and I still want to talk about.
It's the thought that's there, though, right?
But I was going to Taco Bell and the drive-thru was closed. Guess what? Why the drive-thru was closed?
Well, I can say from experience, the drive-thru at my Taco Bell is usually closed, and they're only accepting takeout orders, which is apparently a thing that Taco Bell sometimes does. But why was yours closed?
There was a van in the drive-thru that they went over the curve and they got stuck.
Oh, that'll do the trick. Angel is helping out right now, so I will continue. But yeah, having a car taking up the spot in a drive-thru is not ideal for the workers there trying to help people through the drive-thru. That's an interesting situation to be in. Wonder how long a car was there, too. That's a follow-up question that I'll have.
Yeah, that was a new one. And I want to say it was recent, too, that a van went over the little sidewalk thing.
Yeah. I wonder how long it was there for, too. I feel like it would have to be pretty stuck for them not to be able to move it. And so I'd just be curious to kind of know how long that thing was just hanging out there.
Probably front-wheel drive, too. Because I'm guessing that's why they couldn't. Because that wheel, that one that went over, was just hanging.
Yeah.
I got a video of it. But
You got the video.
I had to take a minute. I've never seen that happen
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
Like, how do you not feel the sidewalk? And it's like, oh, something might be there. Let's go over it. Boom.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep on pushing through this. We'll make it.
I would say that like an hour and a half, probably like an hour and a half afterwards, it was gone. So they
Yeah.
opened back up. And when I got there, they're beginning to put the cones out, but the person wasn't in the van, so it's fairly recent. And I'm guessing they let the person know that
Yeah.
they got stuck in the drive-thru. And yeah, I've never seen that.
The only time I've ever had a drive-through incident was don't judge me for this, I was at a White Castle, and there was a car that was broken down right before the speaker box where you like put in your order. So there's like nobody that can help out or anything like that. So
Yeah. This van was in between. She already ordered, or he already ordered. I didn't see the person driving. And yeah, they were about to that little window from the from ordering to the pickup window. They missed the sidewalk. Or they went over the sidewalk.
yeah, they hit that sidewalk. They did not miss it. That's crazy, though. You know those people felt so embarrassed, too. Like, can I pay for my order, or at least eat it while I'm waiting, or what's the deal?
I don't know why I could only think of like an old elderly woman. I don't know why, or an older gentleman. That, like they just couldn't see the sidewalk. I was like, oh, probably just like a dam or something. Yeah. Like, oh, like, no. I have actually had a friend who we were getting out of the parking lot, and she just like zooms, like tries to go fast forward, right?
Yeah.
And she goes so quickly, like to pull forward, that she goes over the little bench thingy, not bench, but little
Yeah, the little
cement.
Yeah, the little block.
Yeah. So her car is now the front wheels are over the block, and the back wheels are there. And she's like, oh. And she's like, okay, like she just thinks, well, what can I do now? So she just like books it again. She's trying to get the back wheels over it, and it works. I think she went backwards, then luckily it went over. But it was a small car, and I thought she was gonna get stuck, and I just like started cracking up. Like, how do you go so fast and you just go randomly over it? I don't know.
Oh, people. I mean, if that's one of those things, like maybe it was they hit the wrong pedal or something like that. But it's I'm proud to say it's never happened to me. But watch, I'm gonna jinx it, so I'm knocking on wood right now.
But I'm like, did she just go so quickly that she just didn't realize it, or did she like someone I feel like it wasn't moving, so she just like put her foot down and it went over it?
Yeah.
That was quick. I'm like, you really got us stuck. She was the person in charge of like a volunteer event too. Like,
oh, God.
So the way I saw her went real down, real quick.
Oh, that poor person.
She was a graduate student, and I was an undergrad. So I always looked up to them until that point.
Until then. And it's like, you are just like me.
You're still trying to figure it out like me? Yes. Okay, we're good. So anything new in your life, Sawyer?
I'm trying to think. No, so the baby room is basically all done. We have the wall painted. We got our crib built. And by the way, this crib, I don't know if I told you about it already, but it took me like 5 tries to do it because I kept putting pieces on backwards, and then I'm going to blame the instructions because they had no words or anything. It was just photos, and it was very confusing. But so we have the cribs all built. We've got the dresser in there, and so the last piece of big furniture we need that Candace's parents are getting us is like the reclining nursery chair that usually you have in a nursery. It's just kind of a nice little rocking chair, essentially. But so that's the last piece. But that's, I feel like, what my life has been. Just getting things ready. Yeah, nothing else really too crazy, thankfully. But
tell me
did
why.
I send you the photo of the newest sonogram? I think that's what it's called, but like the baby picture.
I don't think so. Maybe. I'm gonna look it up now.
It also very well might have been a Snapchat too, potentially.
I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah. But so we got that photo, and the baby, it used to look like a little bean, and now it looks like a little person, and it's the weirdest thing. But it's like just like the classic baby photo, and like in the belly and everything. But so that was wild to see and everything. But yeah, everything's going well.
So it's gonna be a father. And look at you like, Dad.
Yeah. I'm going to be in charge of a life, which is weird to think about. The life that's not of my 2 cats. So.
Have I asked you this before? Oh, asking no kids Sawyer, how many kids does Sawyer want to have?
Yeah, so we talked about it. I think initially Candace wanted like 3 or 4. And so I said I didn't necessarily want that many, just because my whole logic was if you go out to like a dinner place, and if you ever have any more than 4, then like you have to wait longer. And so I said I would ideally like to just have 2. And so I think a piece of it depends. If we try for another kid and we get another boy, I'm sure we would try one more time to see if we could get a girl. But because I just think it would be cool to have one of each, and so does she. But yeah, at least one more. If we're lucky enough to have another child, at least go for one more, and then see what happens from there. But
I don't want to have more than 4 because we have to wait in the restaurant.
well, I mean, you know that because then you got to get like we have to get the expanding table for you, and we'll pull in a chair.
You might become like The Rock, who just had 3 girls. He's like Kevin Hart made fun of him. He's like, can't make a boy.
Wait, does Kevin Hart have a boy?
I'm not even sure. This Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Kevin Hart's children. Oh yeah, it looks like we got Kenzo. There's a Heaven Hart and a Hendrix Hart.
4 kids.
But yeah, it looks like 3 boys and a girl. So I was going to say it would be so funny if he's making fun of him because he can't have a boy, and if he didn't have a boy. I wonder if... Oh no, so Heaven's a girl. So Heaven and Cairo Hart are both girls. It looks like Kenzo Hart is a boy. Yeah, it's a boy. I just can't tell by that name. Kenzo. Kaori is more girl. Hendrix is more boy. And then Heaven, you could go either way with Heaven, but it makes sense that it's a girl.
Kind of reminded my name. I was very common in Latin culture. Like guys. And then in the American culture, it's rare to see a guy named Angel.
Yeah.
You see more girls named Angel.
You're the first and only Angel that I know.
Ah.
Yeah. I've never met another Angel, which is so odd because, again, just how popular of a name it is, but it's just maybe where I've lived or been, like, there's just not too many Angels. Like, even in college, you were the only Angel that I knew. Did you know other Angels in college?
In college? I can't recall. I don't think so. But, like, in middle school, I went to middle school in California. Just in my grade alone was, like, probably another 4 or 5 Angels. It was like, it's like an Ashley.
Yeah.
And then once I moved to Indiana, I was the only one. I remember cafeteria lady looked at my ID card one time, and she was like, "Angel, for a guy?" Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's me.
In the flesh.
Interesting. Thank you. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't have any Angels in my high school or anything like that. We had more of the Ashleys.
I don't know why that was hilarious. One time waiting for a bus stop at Purdue, my friend decided to make... He saw a bunch of blonde girls, right? And he's like, just yell at Ashley, see who turns. I think he tried to do it. Like, one of them actually turned. I'm like, no! If I was just looking at you because you yelled. Like, stop it!
When Candace's brother came to the fraternity for a party one time, just because he had never been to a fraternity party, and it was his senior year, so we got him into the house. He goes, so I could only have 2 people underneath my name on the list, and so I had Candace and one of her friends, and so I put him and then his friend underneath Chad's name, and they thought it was the funniest thing, because if you think of a fraternity, you think of Chad. And then when they showed up, they're like, yeah, so we're underneath Chad. And then whoever was working the front desk goes, which one? And then, like, they just lost it. Like, oh, so we've got multiple Chads.
Chad. I don't know why, I just enjoyed saying his name all the time. I think everybody did, and that just made me want to say it even more.
Yeah.
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah. So I got no lesson for jiu-jitsu last week because my sister was out of town. So no classes.
I was going to ask how that was going. So we don't have our ongoing topic ends at week 2. for what you learned.
Ooh. I guess I might have not talked about it last week, but one of the things that I might have, I'm not sure, but one of like the big like white belt tips is like breathe, stay calm, right? And like that's easy. Come on now, all you gotta do is breathe and stay calm. Okay.
What am I, a child?
Yeah. What do you mean? These are tips. Once it start choking you, you just want to move everywhere. I'm dying over here.
I feel like that's what I would struggle so hard because my first reaction would be freak out until like you can get loose. But it's probably one of those things like quicksand. The more you move, the tighter it can get.
And like they know how to like maneuver your way so you're in a locked position. So you literally have to look at what they're doing to maneuver out of it. And not just like spaz out, how they put it. And apparently like spaz means just like uncontrollable like movement, not the spaz how Europeans put it.
Yeah.
Because Europeans put spaz as in it's very disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
The YouTube guy was like, yeah, I'm not saying spaz like European terms, I'm saying spaz like American terms.
Yeah.
Like just uncontrollable. Like, oh. Yeah.
So did you freak out though?
Might have.
Did you continue to breathe or did that stop as well?
I can't recall.
That gets a little fuzzy in my memory. There might have been a lot of things that were happening, but
I still can't get over the fact that one guy, I couldn't choke him out. He gave me a good full 20, 30 seconds to like allow him to like pull the chokehold on him. I just couldn't get it or something.
Yeah.
Or I guess another video I saw, you have to actually put pressure on the head so you feel like you're choking out, not just do like your little hand.
Your little
motion.
hand.
I was trying to choke him out, and he was just like, he basically laid there. I think he was just resting. And he just looks at my wrist and twists it. I'm like, ow, ow, ow.
Isn't passing out just having a lack of oxygen to your brain? Isn't that how you pass out?
I'm guessing so. I don't know.
That's what I thought. But like, that's just crazy to think about. Like, you're stopping oxygen going to somebody's brain, and yeah, they'll be fine. But
or like when UFC fighters happen, like they don't tap out and they just get choked out and they pass out. It's like, oh, he's out.
Mm-hmm. The UFC fighter referee, the black guy with the long dreads, he's like a very familiar face if you watch UFC. He knows, like there's a whole, I guess he's built a career out of it, but science of knowing, okay, when are you actually going to be passing out? And it's like, cause there's a respect thing too, because the contenders want to make sure that like he's paying attention, obviously, and like if they're trying to push it, that he knows what to stop it. But like there's a whole trust, like you won't stop this fight until I can't do it, even if I won't stop it, but you won't stop it too early, type of thing. So I mean, it's crazy, but again, he's probably grown up in all of fighting and all of that stuff, knowing all of that. But yeah, I mean, I got props to you. I can't wait until you come on the podcast and be like, yep, choke somebody out today. And I'll be like, okay, story time.
When I finally can tap somebody out legitimately and not them just giving me like...
Give me 30 seconds.
You finally locked it after 45 seconds of me allowing you to move everywhere. Like, there are some people who like, I'm going through this YouTube rabbit hole of like, I'm better at like brown belts or like purple belts than I am with like white belts. Yeah. And like the comments are like, they're letting you.
Yeah.
Like that guy definitely let me for like good 20, 30 seconds, allow me to try to choke him out. Yeah. And I got nothing.
It's like, don't let this get to your head, because if they wanted to, they could stop you in a second.
They're giving you a lot of time and space. Yeah, freedom.
Well, it's probably one of those things too that since they've grown through the ranks, they know what their mindset was when they first started, and so they're able to kind of put themselves in your shoes. Like, oh, I know you're going to try to do brute strength, so if I just stay in this one position where I have an airway passage, like you're not going to do anything, and then you'll wear yourself out, and then I can bend your wrist a little bit, and then you'll be crying. I just made up that last part. You weren't crying, but
he just had to look down at my wrist, push it down, and they're like, "Oh, tap."
Uncle.
And that's another thing to tell you is like make sure to tap when like or if they're showing you a technique, you usually tap them as well to know that they're like, hey, something's like it's hurting or like you feel something. Because if you don't, like it's your joints.
Yeah.
It's there's
Something
gonna be
might
injuries.
snap or something.
And if you're not playing competitive, it's like tap. Like there's nothing wrong with tapping. You're gonna, as a white belt, you're gonna tap for When
Yeah.
I give my first submission down, I'll let you know. Currently 2 classes down. No, I've tapped.
We're
a
going to
lot.
need a whole play-by-play on it, too. So there he was. He was looking at me, and I looked at him, and we knew we were about to fight. I did an upper arm bar. He tried to swoop the leg, but I jumped it. Did a reversal.
That's a lot of movement. I'm like,
Yeah. I don't think that's like physically possible. If you're like doing an arm bar and then he's trying to sweep the leg, because usually that's done on the ground, but you'll find a way.
yeah, we had this scenario where like the upper belts were laid down, and we basically got in a position where like we just had to finish that chokehold or whatnot, and they just had to like reverse it or get out of it, and that was it. And I didn't get anybody. I just kept going around in a circle because I was like, yep. And then after like 3 wins of the guy on the floor, he gets to like switch out, but that didn't happen to me either. So I was like, oh, I didn't know what to do. I was in a situation. I'm like, I can't finish the actual like choke 1 and 2. I wouldn't even know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
I think one was like we were behind them, and you basically got in a position where you could choke them out. And I don't know why I decided I thought it would be helpful to like lock my legs.
You watch too much TV.
I don't know what happened, but the lady I was choking out, she just pushed my legs down. I'm like, oh, I tapped out.
She's like, you idiot. This is what you do in this situation.
And she told me afterwards, like, you never lock your legs because then they could do that to you. I'm like, oh, that's smart. I'm like, never.
Because you've told me that before I locked my legs. That would have been great for maybe beforehand, but now that's not doing me much help.
Like, yeah, all those little lessons. Like, yeah.
What color belt are people primarily at your gym? Your
There's a lot of white
dojo?
belts.
What do you call it? Gym or dojo?
Gym.
Gym.
Yeah.
At your center.
Yeah.
But
I think
you said primarily white belts, though.
they opened up in 2018, and I want to say the guy's a brown belt. He recently graduated college, too. Probably around that time, 2018. So he's starting out, and I think most people are college students, for the most part. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Some of them take the bus afterwards.
Yeah.
To around the university, since it's close by.
Mm.
But I haven't asked. Some newer white belts are very friendly too. Then I'm like, I'm the new guy.
Hey, newbie. Yeah. Fresh meat. Fresh meat.
At the end of the class, they had like, I guess, battles, sparring, rolling. They're rolling with one another. So one person gets to call out another person.
Yeah.
And like this newer, or another white belt was to me, it's like, don't worry, they don't call us out yet. Like, thank God. I would not know
You should be
what
like,
to do.
lucky for them.
The coach afterwards was like, hey, just so you guys know, if you guys weren't called, it's probably because they respect you enough to like not be challenged or not. How do you say it?
Not put you through that.
No, he said it like if we were like not how do you put it? If you weren't called, it's because they knew. He basically said it. I want to say he said it's like the older belts, the higher belts. It's like they didn't want to get challenged by you. And me and the white belt looked like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're part of that group. Me and the brown belt. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're lucky I just put bleach on this. This belt's usually black.
Very good. That's kind of third training session will be this Thursday. So
Yeah. How often do you go? Is it Tuesday, Thursday?
I can only go Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. So 3 times a week. I'll just do that plan.
And how many more freebies do you have?
Thursday's my last one.
Okay.
They have 2 weeks of free trials.
And you're going to stick with it, you think?
Yeah. At least. I'll say at least to the end of this year and see how it goes.
Yeah?
I
Nice.
really want to learn how to choke somebody.
Yeah, as soon as that happens, you're going to be like, and I'm canceling my membership. Thank you.
And get out of a chokehold, too. That felt like a good lesson, too.
Yeah, sometimes defense is the best offense.
I like how somebody put it. It's like human chess. Human checkers, human chess.
Yeah. You always would think a move ahead. Like, they're going to do that. How can I get out of that and then put it up the pressure on them?
Because, like, they explain a movement to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like, if it's like a dummy and he's not doing anything, it rolls smoothly. That guy's alive. He's moving constantly. So not only do you like put pressure against him to do your moves, but then like his arms move freely.
Yeah, he's not waiting for you to do that to him.
So it's easy to do it to a dummy, but then like when they're actually moving, you're like, oh snap, oh
yeah.
Snap. And then like you think you got one part down, but then you leave another part open. It's like my wrist. I was like so focused on choking him out that I left my wrist open and we go, oh great. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Good. Well, we'll see every week. We'll bring back the updates just to see. And then how long again? I know we talked about this last podcast. How long until you got your next belt? It's like a couple of years, right? Or no, it's not a couple of years. It's like 6 months to a year.
I think blue belt they say from anywhere between like 1 year to 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Depending on the gym, and there's not certain requirements for it. Mm-hmm. It's based on the person in charge of the gym.
So it's probably going to be like when you can somewhat defend yourself, can somewhat attack. Like, okay, you know,
you're
some
not
of
just
those basics.
spazzing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the European version.
Yeah. I looked at the comments like, oh yeah, that is bad.
Yeah. Well, there's a Lizzo song that Lizzo had the word spaz in it. And like she's a global name at this point, and so she had to edit her song and use another word besides spaz because she meant it as like freak out, but like that's not how it means everywhere else. So.
So it is a huge thing.
Apparently, I mean, that's just the only other time that I've heard about it. Like, it's this Lizzo situation, and that was a couple of months ago. So it's been a tiny bit, but then this, and so who knows? It might be one of those avoid the word to save the word or whatever that saying was.
Yeah, because the YouTube guy made it clear to say that because he was like, yeah, look at the comments. Like, I'm not meaning that like European style word. It's like, like freaking out like uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Hopefully. Oh, I hit over 205. My weight. No, that's not a good thing. Sorry, it's not a good thing. Like, I didn't bench 205. I weighed 205. This is what I want to do this challenge. It's going to be like right before summer, but it's not going too well because I skipped gym. I want to talk about. And like the day before the actual challenge started, I'm like, oh, it's before the challenge starts, so I'm going to eat a big like torta and then go to Taco Bell and like devour this. And I'm like, oh. And then the day started. I'm like, I haven't received the guide yet.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It's not official yet. So when you got the guide, is there like I think it's like a QR code that there is on it, so like you can track your own stuff, or I guess how are you input into this competition?
It's a very new company. They're not that well organized.
Yeah.
Sorry. They're basically they gave you a link to submit your 3 photos in.
Oh, okay.
And you'll submit your end photos at the end, and that's how they'll choose. I don't think they even like asked for. Yeah, they didn't ask for measurements either. But I have an app for measurements, so if they want to ask for measurements, I got it down and as well.
Yeah.
But literally, what they asked for was 3 photos: front, side, back.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think, yeah. They also had a password at first for the guide, and that didn't go well. Because I think somebody attempted to do it too many times, and it said too many attempts for everybody after that. So then they took it off.
Yeah.
I think for real, yeah. I want to say it's a fairly new company.
Yeah.
I want to say probably 2-3 years, maybe. Maybe that. And yeah. You know
What's it called again?
Zila, David Dobrik's friend. He's also very young too, but he built a plumbing business in Chicago, very successful. He was just I was just working all the time. But I'm not sure. I don't think he doesn't run that day to day anymore. But he moved to LA, started a fitness protein brand, pre-workout, some sort of another drink. What is it? Vinegar or something else?
Vinegar. Ugh, I'm not a vinegar fan.
I got it. So don't tell me that.
Well, it's just me personally. I'm just not like an apple cider vinegar fan.
That's what it was. Apple cider. Is it that good? I haven't tried it.
Well, no, I mean, it's just like, again, if you don't like vinegar, you're not going to like apple cider vinegar. It's not like it tastes like apples or anything like that. Just vinegar has a very distinct smell to it and like taste to it. It's very, I don't know if bitter is the right word. I'm not the best when it comes to like talking about besides like sweet and sour, things like that. But I'll just say bitter. But like, vinegar as soon as you have vinegar type of thing. And I just don't like it.
Yeah, so I'm trying out their clean plant protein and their clean apple cider vinegar. They have pre-workout, but I need to lower my caffeine intake. My body can't take up too much caffeine.
Yeah. I just found I'm like, what the heck is clean ACV? Oh, sorry, that's apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
It looks good, but well, according to the 43 reviews that all give it 5 stars.
Probably a lot of friends in that.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, especially if it's a newer company, that all of the friends came and reviewed everything because there's nothing on this website that isn't 5 stars.
I want to say they're probably I want to say, are they even a year old? Because he's been talking about it a lot, but they finally put it out. Let me see. 53 weeks. So yeah, about a year.
Yeah.
And it's according to their first post on Instagram. 53 weeks. So a year old.
Are you a part of the Discord group?
Yep. For the challenge, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this seems interesting enough. Like, if they give you different recipes, they give you the full workouts and everything to do. Like, that's awesome.
I'm just going to do CrossFit. But I just wanted it for the community and try out the plant protein. Yeah. First place gets $10,000. Second place gets I want to say $3,000, and the other one gets a full year worth of protein.
Jeez.
And plus, I'm about to hit 30, so this is my midlife crisis. Right?
Don't say it. Don't say that.
No, I want to get in better shape.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind because I'm gonna be 29 next year. No, pass. I'm good.
Is your dad bod coming in because you're about to be a dad?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not going to the gym. I'm physically preparing for my child. They actually say that though, that husbands usually gain weight as what they call it, complimenting weight or something like that. That because it's you just know that there's going to be late nights ahead and it's going to be rough, and so usually the husband sleeps a lot right now and eats a lot right now, and so it's out the window. And I mean, I 100% agree with that. Just my desire to go to the gym has fallen off a lot, just my wanting to do it. But I'm just I know in the back of my mind, I'm Sawyer, you want to be healthy, you need to do it. But then I'm just yeah. So, I mean, I told myself that I am going tomorrow and Friday, no matter what, just to make it there and start off, because I don't want to go weeks and weeks. But if instead of saying, I'm going to go 5 days a week. If I start by going 2 days a week or 3 days a week, then I think that'll slowly transition. But like, I love the feeling after the gym. It's just getting my butt to the gym.
Same.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you go in the morning too, so you're crazier.
it's the only time I can go.
I know.
Like Monday, at least, yeah, for most of the week. And then now with jiu-jitsu, I won't be able to go in the afternoons anymore because jiu-jitsu. But the plan was sign up for like more athletic type stuff to make myself more committed to working out.
Yeah.
Have more endurance makes me want to work out more. Because even though I don't have the techniques down, I can at least go rounds for it without being tired or so.
Yeah.
Because the guy was like, "Are you tired? Like worn out after like rolling?" I'm like, "Not really. I'm just so confused. I don't know."
Yeah. I just got to flop like a fish out of water for a little bit.
They were joking. It's like, you're gonna tap out. You have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like
And you're going against somebody who, it's probably amazing, like, after a month, you have a better baseline of somebody than, compared to somebody who's just now starting. So even if you are going against other white belts, like, they've got some sort of fundamentals down from tapping a lot. Like, they know what works against them, so they have an idea of what might work. And so,
being relaxed, breathe. It's so simple. Then when you're actually getting choked out. No! Help!
I'm going to make the 2-hour trip to your gym and, like, just randomly be there. Like, Angel, hello.
Sorry, come over here. I'm trying to choke you out.
Yeah, you'll be blue up by the end of that just because you'll make me look so bad. Wow, this guy's really good.
I'm just waiting for like the newer white belt comes in.
But you're not fresh meat anymore.
Yes. I'll still probably give him a butt cake. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm like, what is going on? They were kidding when they're like, your job is to survive. Yeah.
And I'm trying.
Yeah, I wanted to learn. And then two, it's good content. They're like, yeah, you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck. Joe Rogan's a black belt.
Yeah, I knew that. Well, because he does the commentary and side by side play by play, not side by side, but play by play for MMA fights. So he's a big fighter.
He spent. This is all from a podcast commentary. Not sure how true it is, but somebody said that they spent like 8 years as a brown belt. So probably because of traveling and whatnot, wasn't able to get the mat time. So also depends how much mat time you do and on your trainer, professor, however you want to call it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. There's probably some sort of like hours linked generally to getting to each thing, and so probably a lot of it does depend, exactly like you said, how much time you actually are in the gym.
Mm-hmm. So they have 1 hour class sessions, and after that, an hour of like open mat.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually do that because I like to see it. It's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing's like doing it on somebody who's letting you do it, and another one's like live.
Yeah.
Stop moving! Stop moving!
Yeah. Hey, get back here!
You were supposed to do that.
Angel, stop kicking that. That's not a part of the plan.
We are like uncharted territory right now. You moved me from where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be on top.
Yeah. Can we rewind? Please rewind.
Oh man. So I just might ask somebody there to like get a video of me. Like, can you just throw me and like maybe tap so many times? I just need this for content. No. Sadly, this is truly what's happening, but we're just gonna like speed through this to make it more obvious. So I don't usually tap out in like the first 5 seconds. Usually like something like 10, but you get the point.
Yeah. Do it for the video. Come on.
I'll be tapping out a lot. All right. Do you have a question of the day by chance?
Oh, question of the day.
Ooh. Do you have any summer goals? Because summer's in like 3 months away. It's like 90 days away.
My summer goal is to be sane because the baby is going to be coming end of July. And so that's going to be right towards the end of summer. So my goal is to make it there without Candace yelling at me too much. But, actually, no, I have this goes against everything that we've been just talking about. But I'm eating my way through the Dairy Queen menu. It's quite literally the opposite of what we've been talking about.
How did this even start?
Well, there's a Dairy Queen that's very close to our house, and I realized I only have the same couple of things every single time I go, and so I'm like, well, I don't know if I'll like something until I try it. So every time we go to Dairy Queen, I get just the next thing down on the menu. And so I'm starting on the top left and I'm working my way down, and then I'll go to the middle section and then the right panel, because it's like a 3-tiered menu. And so right now I'm going through this, they're called Misty Freezes. They're like slushies or like ices, but they mix their ice cream into it.
Okay.
But so I've got one more of those to go to, and then I get into the moo lattes, which is like their coffee drinks. But so I'm only going to be able to do that if we go in the afternoon at some point, because I'm not going to go there at 7 o'clock at night and get a coffee beverage. That would keep me wired all night. But so, yeah, that's my goal, is to eat my way through the Dairy Queen menu and then figure out what I truly do like the most. So that's what I'm doing instead of going to the gym. It's basically a workout in itself.
I'm wondering if, once you have the kid, is that going to make you want to go to the gym even more? Because you'll want that after workout feeling even more.
I feel like I'll want to go to the gym, probably a piece of it, just to have some my space time. But I think it's going to be difficult because I won't want to leave Candace high and dry with it. And so I think it'll be down whenever the child is asleep, then maybe run to the gym for an hour.
Morning classes or morning workouts.
That would never happen.
Wait. Are you saying you're never going to be a morning workout person?
So I've been a morning workout person before, and I just don't think I'd be able to keep up my energy throughout the day, especially if then I know
I'm clipping this.
Hey.
When 2 kids come around, the morning is the only time I got.
I know, it's just my time. I mean, because who knows, if that is the way, then I'll have to make it work, but never know.
It's a guy from a CrossFit class, he has 4 kids. He's in a high leadership position in his job. And he's like, this is the only time I got.
Yeah.
How do you still show up after 4 kids? It's the only time I got.
And I need this. I mean, because working out for me, too, it was my way of, staying sane. And so I just need to get back into it. What about you? What summer goals do you have?
Lose weight. Get below 200.
So, complete opposite of me. I'm packing on the pounds, and you're slimming down.
I'm at 205. I'm like, oh, snap. That was my trigger point. I'm don't go over 200. And I hit the trigger point.
Yeah. That's honestly mine too. Because I got over 200 at one point, and then I'm just because I'm right around 195 right now. I'm close to it, but I'm not over there again. Just because, I don't know, I was just growing up, I was just no, I don't want to ever be over 200, and so I'm trying to do what I can to stay underneath it. But yeah, that's when, as soon as you hit that point, it's just okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? And so
the sirens are ringing. It's no more 2-3 bags of hot Cheetos in the morning. It's not good for you. No more donuts at Dunkin' either.
No more Taco Bell. Don't go to that bell ringing either.
Yeah, that's another one. Grilled chicken. A lot of grilled chicken.
Yeah, a lot of grilled chicken, a lot of pork chops, a lot of veggies. Yum, yum.
So is that going to be the question of the day, or do you got a question of the day?
Yeah, I think that's a good question of the day. What upcoming goals do you have? And so Angel and I, we're on 2 sides of the weight spectrum. Let us know what you guys are planning for your summers here, since it truly is right around the corner, it being the end of March already. And then what we can do is maybe we can keep everybody accountable. If I'm not packing on the pounds and Angel isn't dropping them, then we know we're doing something wrong.
Married man, single man.
Exactly. But you guys let us know what you guys are doing, and maybe we could find some way to, again, do little random check-ins throughout the summer just to make sure everybody's doing what they want to do. But if you guys have, again, anything that you want us to chat about next week, let us know in the comment section if you are listening to us on YouTube or if you're listening to us on one of the podcast platforms. You can email it to us at talkmentuesday@gmail.com, and we can highlight anything that you want to talk about or make any adjustments to just the quality of the show, however you think would work out in a positive manner. So let us know about that as well. We can adjust it for your listening pleasure. But we appreciate you guys, as always, for taking the time out of your week to listen to us. But we will let you guys have some time back in your weeks. But we will talk with you guys more next week. But in the meantime, stay safe, give somebody a hug, and make sure to tell someone you love them. But we will talk with you guys more next week.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.